What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the ZON coming at you once again, and I'm coming at you with my World 2 playthrough of Super Mario 3D World. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind that when I first started this playthrough series months back, I was doing the original game on the Wii U. Since I just moved to a new residence and had to put a lot of those consoles away in storage, because I have, the Switch and modern day consoles as well as everything I want through emulation, I'm now capturing the rest of this playthrough on the Switch version, which is Super Mario 3D World / Bowser's Fury. Now, the only thing you'll notice different is that the game is about, I think it's 20 to 30% faster. So for most of you with the untrained eye, you won't really notice that. But that's really the only difference. Also, I want you guys to take into account that I'm playing this playthrough on a file that I've already completed the game. So even though I'm going to be taking you through a playthrough and going after all 3 green stars in every level and every stamp that I can find, a lot of them are going to be grayed out because I already have them. So that's just a heads up. But yeah, man, I mean, this is World 2. Super Mario 3D World, as I've said ad nauseum many times before on my channel, is a stupendously great Super Mario 3D game. Now, again, we all lament the fact that, especially for the time of its release back in 2013, 2014, around there on the Wii U, we were all anticipating Super Mario Galaxy 3 or something more in the lines or in the vein of a Super Mario 64 type of 3D open adventure. And instead, Nintendo opted for a more still 3D, but more married to the 2D formula type of gameplay. Very, very reminiscent of a 3D Land on 3DS. Matter of fact, it's literally a successor to that. But still, I believe the game plays very well. I think the level design is just masterful. And again, the variety of being able to play as 4 different characters, kind of like in the old school NES original Super Mario Part 2 on the NES. We all know the American version, of course. You're allowed to play as the same 4 characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach. Back then, her name was Princess Toadstool. So having that variety really shakes things up. You'll see me just switching between the different characters as I go from level to level. Here I'm just trying to get my bearings, man. I haven't played the game in so long. I'm just trying to get back to mastering the controls, getting comfortable with them. Also trying to remember the way that this particular style of game laid out its secrets. Mario games in general were notorious for their knack and their design and ability to hide your stars or your coins or your power-ups or anything that you were seeking, any secret collectible, in the most devious of places. So that's why you see me checking everything, trying to jump as high as I can, trying to make sure there's not a ledge I can get to because there might be a green star up there. But yeah, and also considering this particular version of the game, Super Mario 3D World / Bowser's Fury. See, I went all the way to the top as soon as I got the Katsu because I knew there was going to be either some type of collectible or a secret path up here. And this is just one of those bonus rooms where you just get to, get mad coins, try to get 1-ups. The games, the Mario games are notorious for having just secrets like this tucked away in them and all these little different nooks and crannies of the level. But as I was saying, this version of the game, Super Mario 3D World / Bowser's Fury, is a great game. It's also one that I felt easily compelled to double dip since I already own the original Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, simply because of the expansion of Bowser's Fury. Now, one of these days, in the very near future, I will do a playthrough of that actual expansion, so you guys can see all the bonus content that was added in this version of the game. Definitely worth a repurchase if you already own the original. And I can straight up see, I've said it before in past videos on my channel, but I could definitely see a future 3D Mario game being done in the same style and vein as Bowser's Fury. And when I show you the playthrough of that, you guys will see the difference between this kind of playstyle that you're seeing here in 3D World and the playstyle, or just the overall visual aesthetic and presentation of something like Bowser's Fury. It's not quite Odyssey, it's not quite this, it's something in the middle, perfect marriage of the two, if you will, and it just works, man. So I can definitely see them doing a full-fledged Mario 3D game in that style. So here you see me just stacking up on power-ups. You can never have too many cat bells. It's the premier power-up in the game, as we all know. And there I almost died right there, but with that cap suit, you're able to climb back up. And here I'm just falling off the ledges left and right because again, like I said, I'm playing the Switch version. So I was playing this with dual Joy-Cons on the Joy-Con grip. And as you guys have heard me complain before, the analog sticks on the Joy-Cons are just not ideal. They're too small. Their range of motion is too small. So when you're walking on those thin ledges, it's hard to get the same feel. On the gamepad of the Wii U, or especially the Wii U Pro Controller, I'd be gliding along those ledges without falling at all. I mean, it's just a whole different experience. So here we're just trying to exploit every power-up, every bonus, every collectible the game has. I'm in desperate need of extra time, and thank God I found it right there with that extra time clock. And now with this block, I'm just collecting coins, just getting one-ups, there you see the stamp for this level. It's grayed out because again I already have it, but I'm just taking you through as best of my ability to get every star, get every stamp as I go through these playthroughs. So we get the third and final one from Toad after saving him from that crazy bird. And here I commit suicide. Got a little bit too pretentious, too bold. Try to get one of them gymnastic cat dives and ended up losing a life for my trouble. Peach definitely is just an ideal character for these type of stages just because of her hover ability. So, it's a little bit more forgiving if you play as her. Someone like Luigi in this stage would just be like murderer's row to play as because his sliding, when you roam Luigi, you're a lot more slidey. You don't have as much traction, and then his jumps are so much higher, and he flutters around a bit, so it's hard to stick your landing. This would be very difficult with Luigi. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can do it. I'm a pro at these games, but I'm just saying it's much more difficult. Peach is the one that you want to play as in these kind of levels. So here's as I died, gotta do it again, get the same stars again, go through the same steps. Got that extra cat bell, I'm telling you, man. That is vital. You stack power-ups, man. You're allowed to carry one extra power-up every time you play, no matter what character you are, so just take advantage of that. And as you know, if you don't, if you have a power-up in reserve, like let's say you're the cat, right, and you have a fire flower in reserve, and you want to switch that fire flower, you don't lose the cat ability by switching. It'll just go into the reserve slot, and you'll become the fire flower power. And then when you lose that, you could always bring out the cat, or you could switch back to it at will by pressing up on the D-pad. So here we are, got through the course, now moving on to the next one. And again, like I said, a lot of these stars and stamps in this world, I already have. That's why you're not seeing it go to the stamp collection now, because I already have the stamp. I already have the 3 stars. There's a few. There's like 1 or 2 in this world as we go through the playthrough that you'll see that I didn't have and that we get this time around. So that's also a good thing. I love these kind of levels. The level that we're jumping into right now, as I believe I switch up my character here. Let's go with the OG, the leader of the gang, Mario. These type of levels, I love them, man. With the dynamic contrast of the shadow on the wall. And there's certain sections of the level where you go into the background and all you can see is the shadow. All you can see is the silhouette. So it's very stylized. Reminds me a lot of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. There were levels like that in that game. Just awesome, man. And there's also, you'll see the game developers play around with the aesthetic of the shadows on the wall and some tricks. Like right here, you see the coin shadows, right? Boom. Here you see the coins, but you see a star. What does that mean? You come into the foreground and the star is there. So it's cool the way there's optical illusions. Again, it just points to the genius of the game designers and creators at Nintendo, man. Just imagination run amok. And that's one of the things that I do prefer about this style of Mario game versus like the open 3D, Mario Odyssey, Mario 64, Mario Sunshine type of games. Don't get me wrong, those are my favorite. But one advantage that these type of games have over it is that because the camera's for the most part locked. I mean, you can maneuver the camera in 2 or 3 different angles, but you don't have that freedom 360 ability to go all around your character model and all around the world. They're allowed to get more creative with where they hide things and how they construct the level as a result of that, because you can't see everything. You can't have visual access to all the real estate that you're messing around in. So that allows the developers to get a little bit more crafty and more creative with their level design. You really gotta appreciate that, man, as a game. here we go. You see, this is one of those level, sections I was talking about. You go into the background, boom, it's all shadows. So now you don't know what's there and what's not. All you're seeing is shadows. So it really encourages the player to embark on exploration and really explore every little nook and cranny of the level. See here, there's a stamp. How do I get to it? I'm trying to use the piranha plant to eat the wall. It won't do it. All right, I'm trying to kill the big piranha plant. Doesn't do it. Can't go through the wall. There's no little secret entrance. All right, so what do? So I keep exploring. I try to ground pound it. That doesn't work. How do we get to that stamp? All right, so I keep looking around. I still can't get through. All right. Doesn't let me run through. All right, what are we doing? Boom, boom. And then I think I accidentally discover it here, just on whim by accident. Dive bomb, boom. Oh, it broke. Oh, I could just break through with the cat's power. Bam, got the stamp. See, so it's just little elements like that, man. That again, the masterminds at Nintendo are just the kings of bringing that out in players, man. Doesn't matter your skill level, doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an expert. The way they design the levels will beckon to you, will call to you to try different things, and will guide you along the way and will lead you into discovery. Boom, here's another shadow trick right there with the third star. Third or second, I'm not really sure. I think that might be second. But anyways, man. So yeah, it's just phenomenal level design, man. Can't say enough about it. And that's really the hallmark of this game. That's really what brings this game above so many other games. And even though we were all disappointed it wasn't Mario Galaxy 3, it's this type of game design that not only makes that okay, makes it awesome because we got a phenomenal new game we never knew we wanted. This little, door dynamic there, going through one door, coming out on top on the other, reminds me also, again, of the American version of Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES. Had a lot of that with the Dream World, the Dark World, and the Light World. Go, boom, dive bomb, almost killed myself. And whop, get to the top. So again, in this one, nothing new to save or record. We already had all 3 stars. We already had the stamp. It's funny that stamp achievement system in this game. It's kind of a callback to the original Wii with Wii Sports Resort. You would get stamps, and was it Wii Sports Resort? Yeah, it was Wii Sports Resort. I don't think it was the original. You would get stamps. Different achievements in that game. They were called stamps also. Kind of wish Nintendo would just universally make that the achievement system across their system, just on board for every game. Not make it a game specific thing where some games have it, some games don't, or it's only a system of achievement that's recognized within the game, but something that will be recognized on the OS level, like Microsoft Xbox achievements, Sony PlayStation trophies. I mean, it's time, man. That's an idea that should have been already, we should be in like the 10th year of this being a reality for Nintendo, but we all know the big end is kind of slow when it comes to things like that, unfortunately. But here's another one of the levels. Now, this took me a little while to get used to playing on the Switch because there's no touchscreen. I mean, if you're not playing it in handheld, I'm playing this docked, obviously, so I'm capturing the footage. But to get used to the control scheme that they had for the touch sections, where you had to literally touch those platforms on the gamepad, the way you do it on the Switch is by holding the L shoulder button, and then tapping it, aiming it gyroscopically or with your joystick at the platform and pressing. So it was very cumbersome. I really don't like the way they did that for the Switch version. Again, it's just like it's a necessary evil that you gotta deal with if you're gonna port this amazing game to the far more successful system in the Switch. So Nintendo was willing to put up with it, and I got used to it in rather short order. But here you see me kind of struggling with it, trying to just get my bearings with it. It was very cumbersome. So you see, I gotta drag the cursor over and hit the L button. Here, now we know there's a star up there. I already have it, you can tell, but for the sake of the playthrough, I'm gonna show you guys how to get up there. And it makes it kind of challenging because these platforms are timed after a certain amount of time. You see that they go right back into their original position, so I gotta get up there quick. Boom, do some wall kicks. Now we got it. No, see, now we fall all the way back down to the timing. So yeah, man. Again, I mean, this was something that was very, very just second nature on the Wii U. Just boom, swipe with your finger on the touchscreen on the gamepad that you're using as the controller anyway, and I don't recall how it was done when you used to play with the Wii U Pro controller. Maybe a similar fashion to this, but I don't remember being that uncomfortable. So I think the Switch just kind of botched this particular part of the game. You gotta love the wall kicks, man, in the Mario games. Introduced in the divinely crafted Mario 64. So here, before I go in the mystery box, I'm gonna look around, make sure there's nothing above me, no stamp, no other star, because once you go in this, you can't go back. So here you see me maneuvering the camera around, trying to get the best angle. And again, you see what I told you? Like Luigi, very sliding when he runs. His jumps higher, real fluttery. You know, not as precise as Mario, so he's kind of a mission for levels like this. I mean, here it's not so bad because the ledges are so thin, but just the precision of trying to run onto this platform, you see, like I gotta like really like pull him back every time because he's ready to go and ready to slide off. See, right there, right there. So here we go. You know, whenever you see one of these teleport clouds in Mario in the 3D world, you gotta go for it because it's usually gonna lead you to a star. So I love these sections. You get the power star, boom, just take off, use the boost, and just go crazy. Extra time, coins, knock the enemies out, and at the end of this, we will find our third star. There it is. So just little stages like this, little touches like this that this game has over the fully fledged open 3D Mario games, like Odyssey or 64, you know, Sunshine. I tend to throw the Galaxy series more towards the open 3D genre of Mario games than this kind of genre. I know they weren't as big and open as like 64 or Sunshine or Odyssey, but they're still in that same vein. So they're more in that vein than this. And there's our third and final star. And again, here with the touch platforms. I think I lose a life here, but I think trying to see. Oh, yep, slid off. See, Luigi, man, I'm telling you, it's like he's got butter on the bottom of his shoes. My boy on ice skates, man. Oh, there we go. Again. It's inevitable, man. Just give it up. I don't want to give it up. Yeah, man. Every time I play this game, man, it just takes me back to a time where I remember how, I mean, myself included, how disappointed and how worried so many of us Nintendo fans and gamers were in general when this game was initially revealed in an E3 Nintendo Direct. I want to say 2013. There I go again. 2013. But, you know, again, as history shows, as more and more trailers started coming out for this game, and Nintendo started showing more and more gameplay, we got to see, you know, a lot of our worries about the game be quelled. For example, one of the worries when they first revealed it in that E3, yeah, I remember Nintendo's, even to this day, Nintendo's quality of doing anything online is vastly inferior to the other two console makers. So when they do a live stream for, you know, a direct or whatever, I love watching it live, but I've learned that when I watch it live to temper my expectations as far as what I'm going to see graphically, because their stream quality is just not up to par. It's very, very grainy. It's not as well compressed, not as well delivered. So when this game was first shown off in 2013 or 2014, whenever it was in that E3 Direct, it didn't look graphically all that impressive. It was like, oh, this barely looks like you weren't able to do it on the original Wii, and this is the big Mario flagship title for the new Wii U. What the hell is going on? But then, as they started releasing more and more footage, more and more trailers, which were obviously not in a live presentation, but, you know, just dropped online, you know, different websites and Twitter feeds and all that, you started seeing a more polished, really beautiful, stylized looking Mario game. The character models look crisp and clean, and you could really tell how beautiful this game was in its vivid HD graphical style that we couldn't see in that initial reveal. And so the graphical concern was not a problem anymore. And they started showing off so much good variety in the level designs and the gameplay and every little clip that they would show of this game. And so it was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be an amazing game. So we were still with the mild disappointment that it wasn't the 3D Mario game we were expecting, but we were super excited and anticipating it because we could see this was going to be a hell of a game. This was going to be a hell of a ride from beginning to end. We knew that after they showed enough footage. And I remember, man, when this came out, all the hype was on, because it was 2013, I believe, or 2014 around that time. All the hype was on GTA 5. And don't get me wrong, GTA 5 is an amazing game, and I enjoy GTA 5. I think it just got put back on Game Pass for like the 3rd time. I might go and revisit it, because I just love running around in that open world and just causing mayhem and just, you know, seeing all that game offers. But back then, all the hype was on that game. And I would say in my videos, you can go back and check my timeline, man. You can go back and check my videos, you know, back in 2013. I would say that, bro, Grand Theft Auto could not touch this game. And to this day, I still feel like that as a game, as a gameplay experience, as game design, game creation, level design. Grand Theft Auto was amazing, but it was amazing for different reasons, for its openness, for its lifelike graphics. This was amazing because it had such a variety of gameplay elements and gameplay design. Just, I can't believe I missed this jackpot here, man. It had such an amazing variety of game design mastery. As far as the way the levels were made, where secrets were hidden, how you had to get to those secrets, the different abilities you could pull off in succession to try to get to the platform you're trying to get to. It was just phenomenal, man. So I still believe that this was, for me, this was Game of the Year that year. Now here, I start the level as Toad, and I start looking around, and I notice, oh, there's a Mario switch on the ground. That means there's a stamp or a star I cannot get in this level unless I'm Mario. So I exit out real quick, because we're going to do this the right way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go back and visit the level again as Mario. That way we leave no stone unturned, man. We get every star, every stamp. Do it right. So here I am as Mario. I'm just getting a look at the level. I just love the aesthetic of this game. It's so like toy-like. I love it. Bam, there it is. It's a stamp, and it's a stamp we didn't have. We didn't originally have that one, so we just got something brand new for this file that I didn't already have. So you guys were witnesses. See, now I know a lot of these levels have a good amount of verticality. So I'm like, okay, I need, and there probably is somewhere in this level, a cat level. I need that, because I'm going to need to get up high up to these platforms. I need to exploit the verticality, because look, right there on top, there's a star. Alright, so now that I've confirmed that, I'm going to go look for one. I know there's one here somewhere. Bam, right there. So now we can go back and get that star, and start off the star count on the right foot. Got the first one. He activated a whole stream of secret coins. Oh, there's a shadow down here. Another coin. I mean, there's so much, man. They hit away so much. And like I said, because the camera's locked for the most part, in anywhere between 1 to 3 angles, and you can't really pan around completely. You can't see what's down there, but they're clever enough just to include a little strip of the shadow of what's down there, so you know to go down there and explore. Just great level design, man. Great, just world building. Here we go through a red coin ring. Gotta collect all 8. Usually ends up with a power up at the end of getting all 8. Bam, an extra cap though. So now you see I got it. After losing it, I got it back. Had I already had it, it would have gone into the bonus slot and the reserve slot, so I can use it for later. Checkpoint flag, so now if we do die, we'll start at this part of the level. That is a danger only if you didn't get the first star, because then you start there, and in some levels you can't exactly go all the way back. So gotta make sure that you have everything you're supposed to have for your progress in the level before you hit that checkpoint flag. So I know, just from memory and just by looking at the way all of the multi-tiered layerness of this area of the level, how there's different floors and different areas you can go, I know there's got to be either a star or, you know, there's got to be something here. More than likely a star. So I'm going to explore everything. See me trying to climb up, try to make sure that the camera doesn't, because, you know, sometimes the camera cuts off and then you climb up and like here, boom, it goes up and there's an actual secret spot. So you just start exploring everywhere, man. I'm like, I know there's a star here somewhere. So I ain't trying to go in that tunnel yet. I don't know where that tunnel leads. It could lead me out of here and then I can't get back. So I'm going to look in every space available in this area before I decide to commit to go into a warp tunnel. See, I'm trying to go down there, but I'm like, man, if I go down there, do I die? I don't know. The camera's not giving me any clue. So I'm going to just take a drop of faith right here, man. I don't want to go in that warp tunnel. Not yet. I know there's a star here somewhere. Damn it, let's go. Let's just fall. Just fall. Just fall. And boom, there it is. See? They are devious, man. They're devious in the way that they hide power-ups and you know, your collectibles and the things that you're really after, the things that you're really seeking in this game. So now I'm comfortable going in the warp pipe. Boom. Oh, this one brings me to a little bonus area I didn't even know was here. And if we light up all the panels on the floor, I'm willing to bet that's our third and final star. Boom. There it is. See, we wouldn't even have gotten the final star had we gone on one of the other warp pipes. So you really got to be careful. See, because if you go in this warp pipe down here, it leads you back up here. And then you go in this one, it takes you out of here and you can't come back. So you would have missed the third star altogether because there's a flag here at the end. And another one. Just a beautiful game, man. So vibrant, so colorful. And here we go. See, like I told you, we didn't originally have that stamp. Now we do. So you see, there's a lot of stamps I'm missing there, man. But those are from, you know, later worlds. As we go through the playthrough of the entire game, you guys will be able to see. Hopefully, we collect every single one. If you happen to hear some noise in the background, man, my apologies. Landscaping is, you know, doing the grass out here in my neighborhood, so bear with me, man. Hopefully you can't hear that. So here we go. This is one of those bonus. This is one of those levels on every map that just has you going from transport box to transport box, collecting the different stars. This one has 5 stars to collect, so you gotta like, wipe out all the enemies within the time limit and grab the star before the time runs out. Go to the next box and continue. So it's kind of like a rush mode. So you got 10 seconds here to kill all these birds and grab the star. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I missed him. Back, boom, there it is. Grab it. Now the last, I think no, this is the last one. I wasn't keeping count. Boom, boom, there it is. Yep, last one. All right, so we got all 5. On to the next one. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this playthrough, man. I saw that my Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and this game, First World playthroughs, got, you know, quite a lot of views. You guys enjoyed that, man. So I figured, man, it's been months since I've done that. Obviously, the community spoke and gave me, you know, a good amount of views. Why don't I just continue that, man? So we're gonna keep these playthroughs going, man. As long as you guys are enjoying them, trying to get them views up, man. Hey, and by the way, you guys are witness right now, as you're watching this footage, to the greatest run I've ever had in the history of me playing this game when it comes to a multiply cherry level, where you get that multiplication cherry that multiplies your character. I end up with 5 peaches in this bad boy and don't lose one, and go through the whole level and get everything, man. So you guys are witnessing history right here. Here I go, boom, 3. And the trick is, try to see how you constantly see me going to a corner and walking towards it. Just try to get them all bunched up together, man. So you don't have a straggler out Who's here? Boom. This is hard right here. You try to get them back in. Try to get them all together. Again, man, sorry. They seem to be cutting the grass right outside my door, man. I can't do much about that, man. So hopefully, you guys aren't hearing too much of that. So here we're with 3. I'm telling you, man, I wasn't even going for this when I was capturing this footage. I was just trying to get through the level, try to get everything we're supposed to. Here I'm running for my life because I really don't want to lose. And I'm like, let me see how many of these peaches I can get together and how many I can control effectively. So there we go. Gotta stand on each platform at the same time. Boom, there it is. Next star. Got it. There's 4 of them now. Now we got 4 peaches. And we'll keep going up the wrong 2. But I'm going to try to bunch them all together and get them all on the right 2. Boom. Boom. Alright, got my whole squad together. The peach quadruplets. I'm telling you, man, I can't believe I didn't lose. Oh, there's another multiplication cherry, and we're about to hit 5. Look at this, man. I never had this many characters, you know, in any of these stages with the cherries. I've never had more than 4. And even when I had 4, I would always eventually lose them. So here you see me trying to get all of them to elevate this platform. But there's too many, there's 5 of them. So it's like, all right, just get 1 up there and bam, there we go. And there's a stamp. So now we're gonna try to do this red coin ring with all 5. Bam. Get it? There we go. Here I was sure I was gonna lose one because this guy in his fireball. Bam! Got him. 1 shot. Done with him. And now we need 4. You need to make it to the end of the level with 4 to be able to get this final star. We got 5, so we straight chilling, man. And right here, wow, get in there. Boom. There it is. Complete mastery, bro. And with all 5 peaches, we get to the end, man. That is the greatest multiplication run I have ever had in my history of playing this game. You guys are witness. So this is just a little bonus for my subscribers out there, man. Telling you, man, I mean, I'm good at these games and I love them, man, but I ain't never got more than 4 characters on screen at once, and to keep all 4 together was hard. That's 5. Every cherry in the level I got. Had there been a 6th one, I would have gone for that one too. So now we go towards, I believe we're going to the castle now, the final level, but I want to just walk around, make sure I get all the little secrets. Nothing really special. Let's go take on this dude real quick, just for shits and giggles. Here we go. You got the fire flower, you unstoppable, man. They can't even come near you. So now we're gonna head to the final boss. I believe, yeah, we're gonna head to the final boss, the final castle. Here you see I'm missing the last star. So we're gonna do our best to get that final star, which we didn't previously have. I'm gonna go with my dude Toad, fastest character in the game. Now this is one of those scrolling train levels, so the camera's constantly be scrolling. I mean, this is just a 3D version of a classic level design trope Nintendo used to use back in the day in the original NES. Go back to Super Mario Bros. 3. You know, the airship levels, they were always scrolling, remember that? And if you stay behind and you get too far off camera, you die. So they just brought that back. Real classic, real throwback. You gotta love, man. You gotta love when Nintendo's throwbacks, man. Like I don't know if you guys was watching my my top 20 N64 games part 3. Of course, the magical Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was on that particular episode, part 3. And when Nintendo does shoutouts and throwbacks and Easter eggs, it just makes you feel good, man. And there's a part in the Zelda footage where you see me in the garden where you first find Zelda, and I go into first-person mode and I go right up to the window, and you see posters of Yoshi, Peach, and Mario from Mario 64. And I was just like, that's just awesome, man. Nintendo's I mean, we got, Super Nintendo World and Universal Studios, already open in Japan. I believe it's open in California, or it's going to open in California, and eventually it'll be down here in Florida. I can't wait for that. But they were doing this world building way before the plans for a theme park ever came into effect. I mean, they were doing it back on the N64, man, so it's just awesome, man. So yeah, you see me going through this level, I'm getting all the stars, but I have already realized, and I know, just by memory, by playing this, that me losing that power-up where I could shoot the bullets was detrimental, because that's the only way to get the final star in this level. Right when it gets to the end, right before you go on the top, got caught. Which is a good thing, because I gotta go back, I gotta make sure I keep that bullet bill power-up, because you need it, because when you get to the end of this level, there'll be a wall with Bowser's picture on it, and you need to blast that wall with a bullet bill to be able to get the final star, which is the star we're missing. And you look right there under my life count and my coins. See the stars got 2 green and 1 is blanked out, because I still don't have it. It's that final star. So I believe it's like 1 or 2 times that I have to do this level in this playthrough for you guys to see me collect that star. But yeah, man, we all about getting it done, man. So right here, this last block, boom, this power up right here, you gotta hold on to it, man. You lose it, you got no chance of getting the final star, because there's no other spot in the level to get this power up. So if you lose it this one time, that's it. But you might as well start over if you're trying to get all 3 stars. Well, actually, there is a chance right there. When you destroy the bullet bills, you can collect them. So I stand corrected. There is another chance, but bottom line is you want to get to the end of the level with that power. If not, you scar. So yeah, man, just hope you guys have been enjoying the content, man. The much more frequent content, much more frequent advertising on all the social media channels, on my social media channels, just promoting the channel, all the advertisements, TikToks, Facebooks. Oh, I lost it again. Instagram, just promoting the channel, man, and just showing you what's coming up, and my dedication to making this channel grow, man. You know what I'm saying? The great thing about gaming, man, and being a gamer is that there's so many different kinds of us. So I know that there's a channel for everything. See that wall back there with the Bowser? That's what you need to blast with the cannon, man. So gotta go back and do it again. I know that there's different gamers, all different kinds of gamers. So there's a channel for every audience, man. And I'm just trying to make my channel a channel that is just for the gamer that just loves a little bit of everything. The gamer that loves today's modern day gaming, modern day consoles, modern day games, and all the technology that we have today, but has not forgotten and has not stopped using and enjoying the technology from yesteryear and from decades ago. The stuff we grew up on, man. A lot of retro, man. So my channel is just primarily focused on that, man. Just giving the people what they want, man. You want to see some playthroughs, you want to see some discussion, you want to see a review. You want to see, just some gameplay footage, whatever it may be. You want to see top 10, top 20 lists. You want to see best evers or most immersive or whatever. I'm down to do all that, man. Just want to give the people what they want, man. I'm a gamer, and I can't tell you how many times I've watched, and I don't want to name drop or anything, but channels like Player Essence or Rule of 2 Review, or a bunch of different channels, man, in YouTube. Gamer-centric channels. How much that gets me through the day, whether I be at work, dealing with a mundane, menial task, and just having the audio of their video in the background playing, and it just gets me through the day, man. Or just seeing their thoughts or their takes on a particular situation in the gaming industry. So that's really all I'm trying to provide, man. I hope that you guys are enjoying it. I hope you guys will spread word of mouth about the channel, and I hope that we can grow this, man. So that's why I've been going crazy, man, on TikTok and Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, just advertising everything the channel has to offer, everything that's on the channel now, everything that's coming. There you go, get the final star. Bam! Give me that. we got it all now, man. And yeah, and I'm just trying to spread the channel, man, make it grow. You know, you'll see a lot of advertisements where I'm like, this. I'll even tell you ahead of time, like, hey, this is gonna be live tomorrow. This is gonna be live in a couple days, or you know, this is coming up soon. Just so you guys are aware, man. I'm trying to be more consistent and just trying to give you a constant feed of interaction with me and this channel, so you guys know that I'm here for good. There we go. One more. We gotta get this. Now he gets invisible. Oh. But what he don't realize, I got that fire flower. Get him. He's done, baby. We're beaten, and that was the formula for Super Mario 3D World. Was one world's castle, final boss would be Bowser, or you know, like Bowser or Bowser Jr. Like and like they themselves, and then the next one would be one of the Koopalings, and then the next one after that will be Bowser himself, and then the next one will be a Koopaling, and it will go like that all the way to the final boss. This game, by the way, and you'll see it when we get to the final world, has one of the most epic final boss confrontations in Mario history, bro. Straight up, it really does. Odyssey takes the cake on that, but this was like a close second. It was awesome, dude. It was unexpected. I don't want to spoil it, but we'll see it when we get there, man. So yeah, we've completed World 2, man. That is the World 2 playthrough, man. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun doing it. Have a lot of fun giving my thoughts and comments on it. I'm gonna just give you a quick preview and show you what World 3 looks like. And we'll be getting World 3 playthrough, I'm gonna say in the next 2 days or so. Like no later than that, man. Because these are quick world playthroughs to capture. So hope you guys have enjoyed, man. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Peace.